Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Chip Baker. Appreciate him coming in and doing this for us.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Let's go. All right. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hold on, man. Y'all can do better than that. Come on now. Good morning, guys. Good morning. There we go. Man, so good to see you guys. So good to be here with y'all today. I consider it an honor and a privilege to be here just for your administration to think so much of me, to have me come. Man, it's important to me. It means a lot to me. And so just as I start, that's my social stuff. Y'all want to check any of that out. But for me, I know the importance of what you guys are going through, some of the things that you're seeing. And so for me, it's important for me to, like, I'm not just here messing around. I'm here to give you my A game. Right? So I'm here to be on point. Yeah. I'm here to be on point and give you my A game, man, because I know the importance of it. And so because of that, I'm expecting the same thing from y'all too. And I have norms. I call it the 3 Bs. And the first B, I ask that y'all would just be in the moment with me. And what I mean by that is, like, don't worry about what's going on later. Don't worry about what happened earlier. Let's just lock in with our time together and be in the moment. Y'all good with that? Let me get some head nods. Let me see those. Good deal, man. Good, good, good. All right. Then the second B, I ask that y'all would just be interactive. So I'm coming to give y'all my A game and give y'all some good stuff. But I think the way we learn and grow is by learning and growing. And the way we learn and grow is by communicating and talking to one another. Right. So I'm going to ask some questions. It'll be interactive, right? I want us to have a good time and be interactive. If you're good with being interactive, let me get thumbs up. Let me see those. Good. Good deal. All right. And then the last 2 thumbs. My man, 2 thumbs right there. All right. And the last B, I ask, and this is the most important B, I ask that y'all would just be in application mode. And what I mean by that is like, man, my time is valuable. Your time is valuable. I ain't gonna waste your time, right? My goal is to give you something that you can take and actually use it in your life to help you be a better young man, right? So my goal is, I hope that you can take at least one thing from what I give you today. Hopefully I give you more than one thing, right? But I hope that you can take at least one thing from what I give you today and actually use it in your life to help you be a better young man, right? And if you can do that, I would feel that I honored your time, right? So if you're good with being in application mode, tell me, we're ready, coach.
We're ready, coach.
Well, let's go. All right. So everybody, did y'all get can I use yours, buddy? Did everybody get the sheet here? I didn't know that y'all were not going to have like books and stuff. So coach went to get some pens. So those of y'all that don't have something to write with, coach is coming. He's going to get that to you here shortly. And what that is this is your Push for Success manifesto. And what that means is, like, I'm going to give you time. I'm going to talk about some things. I'm going to give you time to write down your takeaways. Like, I'm intentional about that, right? Because, like, when I leave you, like, I want you to have something that you can look at and say, hey, this is what I said I'm going to do to help me be a better young man, right? And so you're going to put this on your dresser, on your mirror, in your locker, wherever, because I want you to be able to see this. And his is going to look different than his, right? His is going to look different than his. It's your personal takeaway from what you get during our session. Everybody got that?
Yes, sir.
Right, I'm going to share this quote with you that I heard that I really loved. People forget, but paper remembers. Let me give you that again. People forget, but paper remembers. And what that means is, like, when you get to be like an old guy like myself, it's a whole lot of stuff you're going to forget, right? But if you write it down on paper, you can look back at it and you can revisit it and it'll help you, right? So that's why we have that. We'll take the notes on that, and coach is coming with pens. All right, so what I want to do is take a little bit of time, and coach, help me out on time, because I'm going to be out of my head, man. I'm going to be out of my head. So help me out on the time, coach, and give me like 20 minutes out, 10 minutes, so I'll know I can pace, so I can give them some good stuff. But just a little bit about myself. I'm Coach Chip Baker. I'm a 4th generation educator, teacher, former coach. Man, I'm in my 27th year of education. I coached for 20 years, been a head coach, athletic director, coached for a long time in this school district. So, a couple of your coaches, like I worked with them, I know them. A couple of them coach my son, right? So, administrators here, some of them I know them. Actually, Mr. Milo and your principal brought me in. I know them from the past. So got some great relationships in the district. Truly grateful for that. About 9 years ago, I started my YouTube channel and podcast called The Success Chronicles. And what I do is I just interview people from all walks of life and share their stories for positive inspiration and motivation. Man, that's been really neat for me because I come from a small hometown. And to be able to talk to some of those people that I get to talk to and hang out with, like, it blows me away, right? And then a couple years after that, I started writing books. And this one always get me, y'all. Because like where I'm from, like I ain't grew up around people that wrote books, right? I didn't see people that like actually like, right, and I brought some of those so y'all can see, like real books, right? It has an ISBN number, like real books, coach, right? I didn't grow up around those kind of people, so to be able to be an author, a best-selling author, man, it really blows me away. And so I speak, pour into groups, do leadership stuff. And this is some of the pictures of some of the things. But I always like to take a little time to let you know about my background. So first off, you know that I ain't giving you fluff, right? So like some of the things I'm gonna give you, bro, it's for real. Like I ain't just saying, hey guys, I read this in the book, you should try. Nah, bro, like what I'm about to give you, like it ain't fluff and it's real stuff, right? The second thing is I want you to know that like, because I'm not a like talk about me guy, like I've done this, like I'm not that dude at all. I would prefer not to even, people to not even know any of those things actually. But I take time to do that because I want every one of y'all to know in this room that I'm telling y'all, if I could do some of that stuff where I come from with some of the stuff that I've seen in my life, I promise you every one of y'all can do that and more if you want to. Right? I promise you, you can do every bit of that and more. Right? So I want you to know that you can too. And so I wanted to take a little time to do that. But when I knew I was going to have the opportunity to come hang out with y'all, I'm a big reflective guy. I reflected on some things. And the first thing I reflected on is your current success. Man, y'all doing some great stuff over here. And y'all are doing some awesome things over here at CP. Right, been following you guys for a while, been rooting for you, been at some of the games. Like, man, like y'all are doing some amazing stuff. Tried to watch every game in the playoff that I could. Like, man, just so happy for you guys. I want to congratulate you on all the success that you're having, right? So that was the first thing I reflected on. Then the second thing I reflected on is, man, life be lifing. Right? So like whoever you are, man, like tough things are gonna happen in life, right? Like some things that are out of your control that you don't understand. I'm telling you, even when you're doing great things, like I've written all these books, but I still got some struggles in my life, right? So like none of us are immune for that. I'm gonna dive into that a little later. But life be life, and that was the second thing I reflected on. Then I reflected on core principles. This is where y'all talk to me. Is it important to have core principles? Yes. Yeah, it's important to have core principles, right? Do your core principles change? They can when you adjust your goals, but what you believe in is what you believe in, right? So I reflected on that some too. And then I reflected on the fact that, man, I just want to give y'all some encouragement today. Like, I don't know where you are with the situation or whatever, how you feel about whatever, but I just want to just give you some encouragement today and help you push through whatever challenges you're facing in your personal situation. Whoever you are, I don't know everybody's individual, whatever, how you feel. I don't know that, but what I do know is I want to give you some encouragement to help you push through that. Y'all good with that? All right, so that's some of the things I reflected on today. And so I want to talk to you about the push for success. Say that with me. The push for success, right? So visualize this with me. Like great athletes, great people that are successful, they visualize themselves doing great things. So when they get in the opportunity, it's nothing for them. It's not a big thing because they've done it in their head. They visualize themselves doing it, right? So visualize this with me. Like y'all lift weights over here? Yeah. Right. Okay. So visualize this. Like we're in the weight room, we're in the squat rack, right? And we're about to get our last set of squat, right? So you know, like you build up, let's say 5 of 5, big dog. Let's go 5 sets of 5, right? Yeah, I'm looking at 5 sets of 5, right? And so we're to that 5th set, right? And you done put the max weight on there, and you got to go attack that bar, right? So now like it's some stuff that's happening, right? Like in your head, you like, come on, let's go, right? You having that conversation with yourself, like, man, let's go get it. And you should have guys around you saying, come on, let's go. That be encouraging you and pushing you, right? And so now you're having that conversation with yourself and you're thinking like, man, I've done these sets. Now I got to go attack this bar. And I've got to make sure that I push. So now you're in the weight and you're getting your sets. You hit the first two, bam, perfect technique. Bam, let's go. And you get to like set number 3, rep number 3. Uh-oh. Then it get a little heavier, right? Okay, bam, let's go. Right, then you get to 4, right? And then like you're starting to go 5. You're like, okay, let's go. You're getting your breathing and all that stuff. And you got to go push through and attack it to get that 5. And then you rack the weight. Are you proud of yourself when you do that? Yeah. Right? And so life, challenges, anything you face is the same as that example, guys. Like anything you face, you're going to have to do that process and have that conversation, go dang, attack the bar, have great technique. You're going to have to do all of those things with any challenge that you face in your life. Right? And so you're going to have to push through for your success, right? Whatever it is you want to achieve in your life, man, like it ain't gonna just come to you. Like it ain't gonna just happen, bro. You gotta go to work. Like you gotta hurt, you gotta sweat, you gotta encourage, you gotta push it. You gotta have people around you that encourage you to do those things. So I want to talk to you today about the push for success. Say that with me again. The push for success, right? So the first thing when you're pushing for, the first thing when you're pushing for success is you got to know it's going to be some pain, man. Right? And can I be open and honest and vulnerable with y'all? Sir. All right. So that picture right there, that's me and my mom. Right? My mom passed like 6 years ago. Right? And so amongst doing all of that good stuff that I talked to y'all about earlier, like all of those things I've been fortunate to achieve, man, I've had like 4 of my starting 5 pass in the last 13 years. And she's one of my she's one of my starting 5, like my mom, my dad, my grandmother, my grandfather, like in the last 13, like amongst doing all of that good stuff, like man, I've had some pain. Like I've watched my mom go from like being the strongest person I know to being the person where now I got to take care of her like she took care of me when I was a kid. Pain, right? And truthfully, that's probably been the toughest pain I've been through in my life, right? Like I think I've had some heart breakups, like not getting the opportunity, like bro, but when you watch your mom go through stuff like that, that hits you in the heart, man. Like that's some pain. And so none of us are immune from having pain in our life. And so I'm a quote guy, so I'm gonna share some quotes with you. None of us are immune from growing through tough things, right? What does that mean? Y'all talk to me. Y'all say y'all gonna be interactive. What does that mean? None of us are immune from growing through tough things. What do you think that means? Go ahead, bro.
We're all like human, and like we all got stuff going on in our life.
We all got, yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're all human and we all have stuff going on in our life. None of us are perfect, right? What'd you have, man?
It's okay to go through hardships in life.
Okay, it's okay to go through hardships in our life. All of us are gonna have, does somebody back there have something? One of y'all have something? You had something, Jordan? Give me something, man. What you have? What does that mean to you? Yeah, we all gotta like get used to going through hard things. And so like I don't know if y'all caught that the word says growing, not going. Y'all see that? Right? And so like all of us are gonna go through some tough things, but what we have to do is we have to grow through it so that we're better on the other side of when we get through that. Right? We have to make sure that we grow through those things so that we like, what are the lessons that we're learning through these challenges? Right? Have the awareness to see what's going on. So when you look at pain, it comes in all forms, right? It'll come from anywhere. Y'all are going through some things. You may have some pain now. You need to know this change is going to happen, guys. It's not if, but when, right? There's going to be continuous change in your life. Not if, oh, is it? No, bro, when, right? And so what you have to do is, like, you have to learn how to adjust. Hey, let me ask you this. In the game, y'all ever been in a game where y'all may practice something all week and y'all expecting to see this, and you get in the game, they ain't running that coverage, or they not running that, right? So what do we have to do? Dang, adjust, right? So you got to learn to, hey, we got to fix it. Go back to your principles. Hey, this is our rules for this. This is how we block this. It don't matter what they give us. Like, this is how we're going to adjust. And so in life, you got to learn to adjust. And what happens is that determines the outcome of what you get. Hold on, let me give you that again. A couple of y'all don't have your eyes. Get your eyes on me. Like when you learn to adjust, that determines your outcome of what you get on the other side of it. Did y'all have to adjust some in the football season this year? Did those adjustments determine your outcomes? Yeah. Were the outcomes good? Come on. Right? So you've shown yourself that you know how to do it. You just got to transfer that to life. Right? It's just like life. Right? Then what you need to know, that us adults in the room know that you don't know, is what you're learning is transferable skills that's going to help you be successful for life. Right? There's some things that I learned as a player that have helped me be successful in who I am today in my life. I still do. Right? And so you got to know that those things are transferable skills for life. And so what I want to do now is give y'all a minute. This is where you're going to reflect. Okay, what was your takeaway from the pain section? And on your paper, I want you to write your one takeaway. I'm going to give you like a minute to do that. And then I'm going to come back and bring you in. We'll do the next one. Everybody understand the assignment? All right, go. All right, so that's pain. That's the first thing we did. So repeat that with me. Pain. Good deal. That's the first thing. The next thing is understanding. Like when you want to push through for your success, like you want to strive for understanding. And I'm intentional. Like I got like question mark, exclamation mark, like you want to shoot for understanding, right? And so this is good right here. I'm about to hit you with this one. All right. So on our journey to success, sometimes the toughest ship to navigate is ownership. Yeah. On our journey to success, sometimes the toughest ship to navigate is ownership. What does that mean? Y'all talk to me. Take responsibility. Be accountable. Sometimes you got to do things on your own. Somebody said something back here. What'd you have? Accountability. Yeah, so you have to take ownership in what's going on. You have to really reflect and look inside and say, hey, like, what's my part in this? Right? Like what's my part in all of this? And so I'm a systems guy. So I want to give you some practical steps that you can use to help you with understanding. Like, any of you guys have had an injury before? Right? Yeah. Everybody should be football players. You should be raising your hand. Right? In order to get better, you got to do the rehab, right? Yeah. Like, you don't just say, hey, I'm hurt today and then I'm back in there in 2 days. Like, it don't happen. You got to do the rehab and be strict about your rehab. So when you face those challenges, man, you got to do the rehab too. So the first thing you want to ask yourself, what is my part in it? Right? Is it in my control or is it out of my control? And most of the times, guys, it don't have nothing to do with you. It's out of your control. Right? When you're looking at those challenges, unfortunate situations, something that we're born into or whatever, wherever we are, most times they don't even have anything to do with you, right? The second thing is, what have I learned from this? Okay, like, what are the lessons that I can take from this and use this, right? That's the ownership piece, right? The third thing is, how will I use this pain or challenge to make me better, right? And that's really just taking the actions to heal, right? Like, you don't want to just sit back. Like, I want to get back in the game. I got to go do the rehab so I can heal, so I can get back in the game and fight through these challenges, right? So I think that when you're striving to understand and you want to do the rehab, those are the three personal questions that you need to ask yourself, right? That's taking ownership. Say that with me. Ownership, right? Then the next thing, I'm gonna give y'all a little formula here. Y'all know y'all's gonna get some math, right? E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. And so the E stands for events, right? There's some events that may happen in your life, right? But what determines the outcome is your response, right? So how you respond to the events determines the outcomes that you get from it. So E plus R equals O. Let me ask you this. What if I had an event and I put positive in front of the word response? Positive response. What kind of outcome would I get? Positive, right? So what if I put like events plus and I put negative in front of the response? What outcome I'm probably gonna have? Negative. Probably have a negative, right? So you see how that works, right? So this is a system by which you can help yourself push through those challenges. E plus R equals O, right? So I just want to share this with you, man. So in high school, I went to a smaller school. I played 4 sports for 4 years, right? I played college football, West Texas A&M University, and in the spring of my junior year, I tore my ACL, right? And so growing up, my mom was a real strict disciplinarian. My mama didn't play. She used to tell me, boy, you better get them books. I don't care if you're touching a ball or basketball, you better make sure you get your grades, right? All that, she used to tell me, like, all that crap, that ball, that ain't important. You get your books, right? I used to think mean mama, right? Because ball was everything for me, right? It meant everything because that was going to be my way to help take care of my mama, right? And so when I got to that point, it all went full circle for me because I had good grades, because I was demanded to be disciplined events, right? I was able to continue to get my degree, right? Which allowed me to go into a profession that I love, teaching and coaching, right? Which also allowed me the opportunity to take care of my family, right? I was still around ball. I was still doing the things I love to do, but how I responded to that determined the outcome, which now, like you see, there's a plaque for my 25 years in the profession. I'm in 27 now. So it all kind of started with me responding the right way. I could have said, oh, I'm done. I don't want nothing to do with it. I ain't gonna even get my college degree. Oh man, but I chose to respond to it the right way and I got the better outcome. Does that make sense, man? Right, so E plus R equals O. So I want to give you a couple minutes now to do your takeaway. What's your takeaway from the understanding piece? All right, let me have your attention, please. Did everybody get something? Is everybody able to pull something from that they could use? Okay, good deal. All right, so the next thing that you have to do to push through to get to your success is, man, you got to show up. Say that with me. Show up. Show up. Show up, man. And what I mean by that is, here's a quote. Your presence is the present. Yeah. Let me give you that again. Your presence is the present. You need to know that every one of y'all have value, right? Your present, you need to understand that it's important to you to bring your value to the table, right? Let me ask you this. I always like this analogy, right? So I'm sneaker. I've been in the shoe game, right? So if I get a shoe that's it says 10 out of 50, what does that mean? First off, it's rare, right? So then tell me even deeper, what does that mean? 10 out of 50, what does that mean? Right, it's the 10th shoe made in the collection of how many? 50, right? So it's rare, right? What if I had one and I looked in the tongue that said 2 out of 10? It's rarer, right? Is that a word? It's even more rare. I think that's the right way to say that. Rarer, right? It's even more rare, right? That means that it was the second one made out of how many? 10. Catch this. Every one of y'all in this room is a one of one. Come on. Hey, every one of y'all in this room is a one of one. And you have to understand that and understand that the big man made every one of y'all individual. There's nobody in the world that's like you, right? So you have to welcome that, hone into that, and know that you have value, and then give your value to the people that you're around. It's important for you to know that. Let me have your eyes, man. It's important for you to know that and know your value and understand your value and give that every opportunity that you get to the situation that you're around. Does that make sense, guys? Right? And so know that you are a one-on-one. And so when you show up, you got to show up regardless. Say that with me, regardless. Regardless. Period. Regardless, you got to show up. Man, like if you say you're going to do something, if you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, show your butt up, right? And when you're there, give your all, be present in the moment, right? Be present and give your all to it. Or don't do it at all, right? Don't waste your time, right? Your time is valuable. You're valuable. If you choose to do something, man, give your all and be present. Appreciate it, Coach. All right. And so how you show up is you got to operate in core principles. And we talked about that earlier. So these are some of my core principles that I operate by. And I've done this like since before I was y'all's age, right? I believe it's important to work hard. Is working hard important? Yeah, I believe it's important to do things the right way. I work with this coach. He came in, he said, guys, I don't have a lot of rules. I got 2 rules. Rule number 1, do right, right? He said, hey, rule number 2, see rule number 1, do right, right? So we all know the difference between right and wrong, right? Yeah, like do right. Right? Just do things the right way. Each right decision that you make leads you to a bigger and better right decision. I don't know if y'all caught that. Let me give you that again. Each right decision that you do now, it leads you to a bigger and better right decision, which sets you up for your success. That makes sense? Right? So you have to make sure that you have core principles and make sure that you operate in those core principles. Right? And it don't matter rain, sun, sleet, snow, bro, I'm gonna do that, right? Them core principles, it don't matter who's around me, it don't matter what you think about me, because I really don't care, right? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give my all to those core principles, and that allows me to show up. So when you're pushing through for your success, you gotta make sure that you have core principles. And here's another formula for you. You might wanna write this one. Principles over feelings equals no regrets. Principles over feelings equals no regrets. And what I mean by that is, guys, when you operate in principles, right? Like I talked about in the weight room, like it's some days, bro, I ain't gonna feel like going in there and lift those heavy squats, right? I may not feel like it. But it don't matter about your feelings. The principle is, I said I want to be the best version of myself, so I got to get my butt in there and go to work. I said I want to be the best version of myself, and I set my goals to do this. Well, I got to go push through it. It don't matter what, man, I said I'm going to do this, and I got to make sure I'm a man of my word and do what I say I'm going to do, regardless of how I feel about it, right? And when you do those things in your life, man, you'll be able to look back. And first, I'll be proud of what you accomplished, but then secondly, you won't have any regrets. There's no regrets. But let me go the opposite of that for y'all. If I operate in feelings over principles, then that probably equals what? Regrets, right? So I want to make sure that like all that feeling, bro, nah, bro, like do what you say you're going to do. Step your butt up, be a man about your word. Take care of your business. Operating principles, right? And it allows you to push through any challenge that you're going to face because you're hanging on principles, all right? Does that make sense, guys? All right, so come on, give me your takeaways. Give you about a minute on that. All right, let me have your eyes. We'll get rolling. All right, did everybody get something? Everybody to get something that can help them? Okay, all right, good deal. All right, so the last point that we're going to hit on that'll help you push through your challenges, bless you, is helping others. Is it important to help others? Yeah, man. It's important to make sure that, I'm gonna just tell you like my mom said, boy, it ain't about you. Okay. Like the world don't revolve around you, right? It's bigger than you, right? It's important that you get over yourself, right? And learn that you got something innate in you that you can use to help others. Like so many times, like especially when we achieve success, we think we done it. We think it's about us. Nah, bro, it ain't about you. Get over yourself, right? Understand that you accomplish those things. You have great things in you because it's important for you to use that to be a blessing to help others. Like that's what it's for, right? And so when you can make yourself do that, man, it allows you to get through those challenges. I'll tell you, just like, man, when my mom was like going through the stuff, like the different things, like I just strive to reach out and help others, right? There was other people that were going through those things too, and it helped me get through what I was going through. Like I was able to find out, oh, well, y'all have done this, like this is how you did, like when your dad got to this stage of life, like what did y'all do? So I was able to have conversations with people that helped us, help my family, right? Because I was just striving to be of service and help others, right? So you want to make sure that you help others. And the little that you have to give today makes a huge difference in the life of someone tomorrow. The little that you have to give today, it makes a huge difference in the life of someone tomorrow. And I'm telling y'all, like, it's as simple as, what's that? That's a smile. They ain't take no energy to give a smile. Like, you can smile at people, right? Like, you can be respectful and give your attention and give people eye contact. Right? Like you can do what you're supposed to do. If people ask you to do something, you can do that. Like it's really that simple, right? And what you don't know is like it makes somebody else's day to have pleasant people around them. What you also don't realize is like bosses, head people, they give people jobs that do those kind of things, right? They're not looking for like negative people. They don't want those they want positive, optimistic people that's looking to be of service, that know that it ain't about them. I just said that it ain't about them. Right? Like they want those kind of people in organizations. You get opportunities from that, right? So when you help others, man, it shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have, right? You're not focusing in on, oh, poor me. I grew up with a single parent mom. I was raised in a small hometown, right? Like all of those things, like my people haven't seen that. Bro, stop. Cut it out. That's excuses, man. Like you're looking for excuses, right? Don't do that, right? Use those tough things as motivation to help push you to help others, right? What I chose to do is use that as my motivation to say, hey, like this is what it's been, but it ain't gonna be like that no more in my family, right? So we want to make sure we strive to help others. It puts you in an attitude of gratitude. This is a good one too. I'm gonna give you this one. It ain't up there, but I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna hit you with this one. Gratitude is the attitude that determines your altitude. Come on. I told you. Gratitude is the attitude that determines our altitude. I'm gonna give you that again because I want some of y'all want to write it down. I want to make sure you get it. Gratitude is the attitude that determines our altitude. And what that means, men, is like we have to be grateful for what we do have, right? We can't get caught up in like all of that. Oh, well, this happened. Like man, just be grateful for like, have you done some good stuff? Yep. Are you doing good stuff? Yep. Are you grateful for it? Yep. Right? Are there other people wish they could have what you have? Yep. Right? Are there other people wishing they can do half as much as what y'all have done? Yep. Right? So you have to be grateful for what you do have. And when you allow yourself to be grateful, man, it just shoots you to a high trajectory to achieve great things because you're not worried about, oh, I don't have this. You're just focusing in on what you do have and you're working with that, right? It allows you it teaches you to work with what you got, right? And also what happens, it shows you prove it to yourself that you do have value, right? Like by helping, like you prove it to yourself, oh wait, like I got something I can share with people that'll help them be better. Whoa, right? Like it helps you understand that, man, you do have value and you can help others. All right. And so I want to share this story with you, man. It's a really good story. Like I said, I coached for a long time and in this area for a long time. And I was the O-line coach, head powerlifting coach at Conroe High School for 12 years. And so we did camps and everything. And there was this guy, like we did camp for young kids. You know how you do football camps in the area. And there was this guy that came to our camp and his name was hard to say, right? And those silly people, like people was butchering it, like butchering his name, and like his friends, they snicker and like they can't pronounce, you know, just immaturity, right? And so like to me, I know that like your name is important, right? So like if I'm meeting somebody and they tell me their name, I want to make sure I say their name the right way. Like that's important to me. So I asked him, I saw that, I was like, hey man, what's your name? how you say your name? He said his name, Faridafar, and it is hard, right? Faridafar. And I was like, hey, repeat that to me, man. I look in his mouth. I said, no, go slow. Faridafar, right? So I'm looking at his mouth with the syllables. And I said, hey, I'm going to have your name tomorrow, right? I'll be able to say it. And he looked at me like, yeah, okay, whatever, coach, right? So the next day he comes to the camp and I see him from afar and I'm like, hey, Faridafar, right? And he's like, yeah, all right, right? And that's a little thing, but your name means something, right? And I knew that, right? To me, like his name that's his family name. That's important. So I ain't gonna butcher that, right? So fast forward, he goes to our junior high that feeds our school, was a pretty decent player. He came to our school, went to Conroe High, was a really good football player, really good power lifter for us. We ended up, man, his senior year, we took like almost a whole team to regionals. I mean, like really good. So we developed a bond. And fast forward, after he got out of high school, he went to Blinn. I got a head coach in my hometown, so we were in a similar area. So I was able to get him on to help us with our coaching staff and do all that stuff. Then we both moved back to this area. He started working at Papacitos over here, right? So he was on the fast track, man. Because he was an athlete. He knew all of those things, like work hard, teamwork. He knew all of that stuff. So he was on the fast track, man. So like real soon, he was like a manager. Like he was doing some really cool things. And so he always looked out for me. And so the top picture on the left, that's him at his wedding. All right. So he's like, hey, coach, coach, I want you to be at my wedding, get married. So that's us at his wedding. The bottom picture right here. So we were having a conversation. I had told him, man, I just wanted to, in my career, in my life, man, I just want to just strive to help one person. Right? If I could help one athlete be a better young man, be a better person, I would feel that my career is complete. Like I've done what I'm supposed to do, right? Because it's not about me. And so before we took that picture up top, we were having this conversation. He's like, coach, you remember you told me this, that like you just wanted to make a difference in one person's life. And he said, look at all them guys right there. And they were standing back, them guys on the bottom picture. You made a difference in all of our life, coach, and we appreciate you. And that was a conversation. Then he asked me to take a picture, and we took that picture, and then we went over and took that picture. So just special moments, right? And so then fast forward, this is him in the middle, a year or so, year and a half after when he and his wife had their first child. So I was fortunate to be at the hospital with him and his family when they had their first child to go visit them. And this is where the story gets good right here, man. So the guy that's on the left, our left of him, his right, that's my son, right? And so because I loved him and showed love for him when he was a young guy at our camp and I learned his name and built the relationship and bond with him, he loved my son like I loved him. Make sure y'all catch that, man. Because I loved and cared for him when he was in the 5th grade and his name was important for me to say the right way. I won him then. We created a relationship and a bond. And because I loved him and looked out for him like that, he loved my son and looked out for him like that. And so my son, he gave my son his very first job that he had at Papacitos. My son still works at Papacitos, right? And so it's important, y'all, to get over yourself and strive to help others and just do the right thing and look out for people because, man, you'll influence more people than you think. But bigger than that, the people that you love and care about will be taken care of because of that. And I'm telling y'all, it's so many of my former guys, students that I've coached and taught. Man, like, if I'm in the Conroe area, it's a lot of places I can go. I don't have to pay for food. Right? Just things like that. And at the time, I wasn't doing it to do that, to get benefits. Man, I was just trying to strive to help. Right? And what it's allowed me to do is allow me to push through the challenges that I've had in my life. And now, like some of those guys are able to help me in my challenges. Right? Now he has his own Papacitos store, like in Houston. Like he's a big time manager of his own store. Crazy. Right? So it's important to help others. I want to share that story with you because that relates to y'all. All right, so take what you got on the manifesto, give you about a minute, and then we're going to come back and close. All right. I want to tell y'all first off, man, thank y'all so much for the attention and taking the notes. And I hope that, you're able to get some points that you can actually use. Like I said, I don't want to waste your time. I hope that I've been able to give you some things that you can actually use in your life. And so in closing, you need to know that life is going to throw challenges at you, right? Like we said earlier, it's not if, it's when, right? So you have to have the proper mindset to know, hey, things are going to come. Like, how am I going to adjust to it, make the adjustments and move on and go win the dang game, right? Period. All right. The next thing is what you have to do is you have to push through the challenges to achieve maximum success. And I'm intentional about putting the word maximum in there, right? Like if you want success, do you want to just settle for average success? The answer is no, right? No, coach. Like I want maximum to the utmost, maximum success. I want the best of the best of the best, right? So you're gonna have to push through the challenges to achieve the maximum success, right? And you have to make sure that you're grateful for the moments that you're blessed to have, because like y'all don't know this, but man, like these times in your life, you're gonna be looking back on these for the rest of your life and say, man, those are the good times, right? Because when you get out to be a grown man, like you're gonna wish you could go back to this fun, right? You may not think it's all fun, but when you get grown man stuff with bills and a family, like, bro, I want to go back to high school, right? And so, man, enjoy the moments that you're blessed and fortunate to have, and be grateful for those moments, right? Because I believe that magic moments make magic memories. These magic moments that you're experiencing right now are going to create magic memories for you for the rest of your life. Right? And so what we talked about is pushing through to achieve your maximum success. And the first thing you got to do is like break down the pain. Say that with me, pain. Right? You got to break down the pain. And then we talked about, okay, let's seek for understanding when we have these challenges. I gave you some things that you can like go through and just seek for understanding to see, is it in my control? Is it out of my control? What am I learning? Like, just seek for understanding. Say that with me, understanding. Understanding. Let's go back. Pain starts with the what? You. Understanding starts with the what? You. All right. Then we talked about showing up, right? Understanding that your presence is the present. And whatever situation you're in, man, you got to show up. Right? And show up, it starts with the what? S, right? Then we talked about helping others, and help starts with the It's important to help others. So that spells push, man. You got to make sure that when you have challenges in your life, tough things, none of us are immune from that, right? You got to make sure you push through those challenges to achieve that maximum success, regardless of the situations, regardless of what's going on. Like, have those core principles and dang push like you in that fifth set in that squat rack to get through to your ultimate success. Everybody good with that?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So I want to do one thing now. Y'all see this, and some of you young guys that were here when I spoke before, I think, y'all see that on my shirt, right? What does that say? Go get it. I believe that no significant success is going to come to you. I believe you got to go get it and make it happen. So we're going to have a little fun. Can y'all get loud? Can y'all do that?
Yes,
Okay. Let me see. All right, so I'm going to count it down to y'all 1, 2, 3. And can y'all give me a loud go get it? Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
All right. We were going to clap it up a little bit. Let's go. Clap it up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go get it. All right. Thank you, man. Hey, I know we got some time. Is it okay, coaches, if I do like questions, if they have? All right, so any of you guys have question over anything that we went on, or over a question you may want to ask me or anything? I want to make sure I give you what you need. Like, I can prepare something all day long for you, but I want to make sure I give you what you need. So if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask a question. Come on, man. None of y'all got a question? What you got, my man? So his question was, what inspired me to be an author? Man, I've always wanted to strive to do things to make my family proud, right? And so it was just one of the things that was just in the natural flow of what I already do. And so I had excess once I started, like, doing my podcast and I was around like cool people that were really authors, then it made me get interested too. And so I wanted to ask them questions. So like once I really saw that, like, man, like, wait a minute, those people are kind of like me. Like they come from areas that I come from. If they can do it, man, I could probably do that too. Right? And so then you ask questions and I learned, and that's what sparked me to do it. And really, like, man, like right now, I didn't tell y'all this, I got over 30 books. Crazy, right? But it all started with me just taking the step to do one, and I've gotten better each time. I actually just recently put out a kid's book about my mom, my superhero, and I brought it right here, so if y'all want to look at that later. I hadn't even put that out yet, but I have copies of it, but I haven't even announced that I've done that yet. So, to answer your question? Thanks for asking your question, man. I appreciate that. Any others? What you got, man? My mother. He asked, who's my greatest inspiration? My mother was, because, and I always want to make sure I clear this up. So I was raised with a single parent mom. My father was in my life, but in a different, he lived in Dallas. We lived in Hearn over by Bryan College Station. And, but I watched my mom work like 3 and 4 jobs to take care of me and my little sister. And so, like growing up, man, I didn't get in no trouble. I wanted to make sure that, I could try to make it to the league to help and take care of my family, right? And so she was always my greatest inspiration because I saw how she worked for us and what she did and the sacrifices that she made. Like, bro, I'm in college. It's a 10-hour drive away, and I know we don't have money for her to be there, and she had every one. I don't know how she did it, right? But that was my inspiration. I always wanted to do things to make my family proud. Any other, what you got, man?
So based on your struggles in your life, what would you say is the best way to overcome any type of struggle?
That's good. That's a good question. Based on the struggles that I've had in my life, what is the best way to overcome any kind of struggles? I mapped out the plan for you today. Right? So like I told y'all when I started, I'm not giving you fluff. Like everything that I told y'all today is exactly what I do when I have struggles in my life. I mean, it's exactly, right? Like I look at because initially, man, it's made me take a deep breath before I even said this. Like when we have heartache and pain in our life, like that's the first thing, like the initial hit of the pain is what hits us first, right? Like the initial hit of the pain, like, holy crap, like, man, that's heavy. Like, why they do that? Or, how does that happen? Like, and so you're trying to understand that pain, right? Like, I'm just trying to like do things the right way, but it's so much pain, right? Then you get to the phase of understanding. And right, so then that's why you have to ask those questions that I gave you. Like, I legit asked that to myself. Like, man, Chip, is that in your control? Like, did you have a part of that? Do you take ownership in it? Well, if I don't have no control over it, well, then I can just keep moving because I ain't had nothing to do with that, right? And so then I just continue the steps, then show up regardless, right? Like, regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of what's going on, man, I told them people I'm going to come here and work hard every day and give my all. I'm going to show up every day and work hard and give them people my all. I don't care what everybody else is doing. I don't care what anybody else think about what I'm doing. Bro, you better get in here and let's go to work, right? And then from there, understanding, like from that, in that process, I prove to myself that I have value that I can use to help others. And that's when it really gets good, right? And then that's when, like now, you look for challenges and you look for struggles because like on the other side of it is my maximum growth. Right, so on the other side of my biggest challenges, y'all think about this. You do power clean and squats, that crap is hard, ain't it? Right? Like it's hard, man, to do cleans and the technique. Like, bro, that stuff is hard. But let me ask you this: when you finish it, are you a real man? Yeah, like you a bad dude when you can do that stuff and your mindset. Like I don't care. Like I'll run through that wall, you got the football in your hand, I'm about to tear you up, right? It don't matter. Like it gives you a sense of like, man, you a bad dude, right? And so that's how your challenges are too. You have to get the reps and go through your challenges, and it does something to you, man. Like it makes you different, right? And when you operate in life like as a grown man, like I can see people in places and organizations and see, oh yeah, they ain't never been a part of a team, like. Oh yeah, they know what teamwork is about. They probably played ball, right? So you can see those things and it helps you And like I said, the good part is it allows you to help others, man. That answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Give me something else. What you got?
When did you establish your core beliefs and what events put you into establishing?
That's good. So his question was, when did I establish my core beliefs or core principles? Well, first off, my disciplinarian mama, she established them for me. Like, no, boy, you gonna work hard, boy. And she put the boy in front of it. It's for real, right? She know my name. She gave me my name, but when she put the boy in front of it. But no, I was blessed to be around some good people that poured into me, right? And they said, hey, it's important to work hard. Right? If be a man of your word, if you say you're going to do coaches, if you're going to be a man, if you say, tell people you're going to do something, you do it. Right? If you know, all of those things. And so what I did was I operated in those and I was trying it out, work hard. Well, I made good grades when I worked hard. I want to do more of that. Right? Work hard. When everybody else is going out doing their thing and partying, like I'm getting extra reps in and working out. Wait, well, they got me two-way player all district. Well, I'm gonna do more of that. You know, like, and so as you operate in those things, you get a feel for what feels good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like on all of those things that I showed y'all, man, I feel great when I do that. Did I work hard for y'all today? Yeah, right? All of those things that you saw today, have y'all seen me exhibit that today with y'all? Yeah. Right, and so you operate those things, but I did that. I started that when I was like junior high freshman, because I started to see like there was a difference. Like there's a lot of people that's not doing what you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of people that's not showing up and putting in the work like you doing, right? And so those people that are actually putting in the work and doing things the right way, you get the benefit of those things. And even bigger, it makes my heart happy when my family can benefit from the work that I put in. That answer your question? Okay, somebody else had something. What you got, my man?
What's the quote that you live by every day?
Say it again.
What's the quote that you live by every day that has forever changed your life?
Go get it. I don't just have it on my shirt. I don't just have y'all saying that. Like, man, I know in order for me to achieve great things, bro, I got to go make it happen. Like, I ain't waiting for nobody to say, hey, Chip, we're going to give you. Like, it don't happen like that. Right? I got to go get it and make it happen. So that's my quote that I go by. And that leads to self-talk. Is positive self-talk important, man? Yeah, you got to have positive self-talk. What you got?
What helped you find the motivation to do what you do?
The question was, what helped me find the motivation to do what I do? I know the importance of what it is you need to hear, because I've been in your shoes, right? And what helped me when I was in your shoes was people that poured into me. Like I had great people in my life, coaches that held me accountable, that made me do things the right way. Parents, people in my community, because it was in the church, so like it was men in the church, like, hey, make sure you in church, sit up and be quiet. If somebody in front of you talking, shut up. Give them your eyes, right? Be respectful, right? Like all of those things I was made to learn to do. And so it was just a culmination of people that were around me that really helped me. And that's why I'm really passionate about what I do. Like man, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. Like, man, I almost came back there and got on y'all, man. Like I'm coming here to give you something and you can't look. You can't be quiet and stop talking. Like, bro, cause that's how passionate, I'm here to give you something that's gonna change your life, right? And so I'm really passionate about it. And so that's why I do what I do, because I know that it's been people I know what it feels like to be poured into, for people to give me some game to help me in my life. And that's got me to where I am. Did I answer you? Okay, what you got?
I know that showing up, being present is really important, and being present regardless.
Yep.
But what would you say? I know it's really easy to just say you need to be in the present, you need to be there no matter what. What would you say for the people that struggle with laziness and they don't have the effort to begin with? How to start making effort and being more disciplined to say I'm going to do this regardless.
That's good. So how do I pour into people to help with building the discipline of giving effort? Right. I think the first thing that gets you to that is having a why. right? Like understand why, like bro, why you do what you do? Why are you playing ball? Like what's your why? Why are you choosing to go to this college or whatever it is? Like what's your why? I think when you can understand what your why is, and again, I'll go back to like my family. So for me, it was easy for me to be disciplined because I saw my mother, the sacrifices she made, right? So when I played football to me wasn't about ball. Like football to me was about getting to the next step where I can help take care of my family, right? So if you happen to have the football in your hand and you think you're gonna run in this gap, I'm about to tear you up. Right? Yeah, you're gonna get it, right? Because it wasn't about ball, right? It was more so about life and helping my family. And so I think that you have to tap into your why, right? So if you don't feel it, if you're not feeling it, if you don't know, like bro, tap into your why, like really dive into understanding, like, why am I doing what I do, right? And when you're able to do that, it'll help you change your mindset and your perspective. Okay, can we do one more? Let's do one more.
Are you religious? If you are, where does that like meet up with the like push thing?
So I didn't hear the last part. Am I religious, and how does that meet up with?
With the push.
Oh, okay, it's everything. So he asked, am I religious? Yes. I am a faith guy, and so like I don't come in like saying I'm holier than thou because I'm not. I make mistakes, right? I'm not perfect, right? But what I do try to do is I try to operate in faith principles. I want people to see the God in me, right? I don't want to have to say I'm this, I'm that. Like I do carry a Bible and hit you. I don't even gonna do all of that, right? But by my actions, I want you to see the God in me, and I want that to be contagious and infectious, right? And so it meshes every way.
Go get it.